RTV351WX2.
Welcome back. I hear the weather's a little scary right now, but the weekend should clear up.
Yeah, we're going to be having a lot of rain, but it is going to be clearing up for the weekend, so that's the good news. Let's take a look at the weather. Taking a look at the almanac, we had a high of 46 today and a low of 31. That's about average for this time of year. It's usually around 52 and 34. The record-setting temperature in 1960 was 70 degrees, and in 1950 it was -1. Looking at the live radar, we have some rain over Evansville, flash flood warning in the Mount Vernon areas. We shouldn't be getting that much rain, so that's the good news. Taking a look at the future track, we have a high-pressure system that's going to be pushing a low-pressure system in. It's going to be bringing in some cold air. That's going to become evident later on in the week when we have a possible wintry mix, but it's not going to be anything severe. It won't be sticking because the weather will be a little bit warmer. Looking at the big temperature swing, Thursday we have a high of 67, but it will drop drastically, as you can see, to Friday. It'll be getting much cooler. Friday it'll be at about 28 at its lowest. Looking at the weather headlines, we have heavy rain. That's going to be expected throughout the week. The weekend we're going to get a little bit of break, but it's going to be back the next week also. It's going to be getting warmer overnight. That's due to the south winds that are going to be coming in, and we're also going to have a possible wintry mix. Looking at the neighborhood network, we have 44 in Evansville, 45 in Newburgh, 55 in Madisonville. Looking at the future track, we're going to have some rain coming in for sure. That's going to be Thursday. In the morning, it's nothing coming in yet, but by 9 o'clock, it's going to be hitting a little bit. Noon is when it's going to get really bad. It's going to be coming in pretty strong there, some thunderstorms and possible thunderstorms. By Friday, it is going to be clearing out. Looking at the 48-hour rainfall, Huntingburg is going to be having the most rain. It's going to be over 2 inches. Madisonville is going to be getting a little bit under an inch. Evansville, a little over an inch of rain. What to expect for tonight? It's going to be pretty cold, 50s. Showers and storms. It's going to be winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. For tomorrow, we can expect 62 degrees. We're going to have some rain, and it's going to be sharply colder. Winds again at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Looking at the 3-day forecast, Thursday we're going to have 100% chance of rain. It's going to be about 60 degrees. Friday it's going to be Friday's going to be 40 degrees. The weekend it's going to be clearing up. Saturday and Sunday it'll be at about 45 and 50 degrees. Monday it's going to be at 56 with a 30% chance of rain, and that's it.
Well, that's a nice enough weekend for me. We've got sports coming up next.
TheEdgeRadio.org.
Hi, welcome back to Access. Lauren, what's the weather looking like?
Well, right now we have a lot of rain in our forecast, but we should be clearing up for the weekend. Let's go ahead and take a look at the almanac. Today we had a high of 46 and a low of 31. Our average temperatures for this time of year are about 52 and 34. I don't see myself. In 1966 we had a high of 70. Looking at the live radar, we have a few showers south of 64, and then there are some flood watches up here in the Illinois area. The future track shows a low-pressure system that will be moving through the Ohio Valley Thursday and Friday. As that pressure system moves through the area, it will bring colder temperatures behind it. Those will be here Thursday evening. The big temperature swing we have, we're going to start out tomorrow morning around 50, and then by the afternoon we're going to hit a high of 67. As that pressure system moves through, we are going to see heavy rains. It should be warmer overnight for Thursday evening, and then as that cold front moves through, there is the possibility for a wintry mix. Looking at the neighborhood network over here in Evansville, we have 44, in Newburgh 45, and down in Madisonville a warmer 55 degrees. The future track shows that on Thursday morning we're going to start out with some clouds. By 9 o'clock, we're going to see the rain showers moving through our area. And then by 12 o'clock, there's going to be rain everywhere. The larger amounts of rain are going to be in these yellow areas. That system should move out of our way by Friday at 8 p.m. It will be colder Friday evening, so make sure you grab your jacket. The 48-hour rainfall totals, Madisonville is going to come in with the least amount of rain, just a little over 3/4 of an inch. Huntingburg will have the most rain, little over 2 inches. What to expect tonight, we're going to have 50-degree temperatures, showers and thunderstorms. Winds are coming out of the south at 10 to 20 miles an hour. Tomorrow, a high of 62, rain, and then sharply colder temperatures will be coming through. Again, winds northwest at 10 to 20 miles an hour. The 3-day forecast shows Thursday and Friday we will be having rain. We're going to see 60 on Thursday, and then Friday it'll drop down to 40. Your 7-day forecast, again, we're ending our work week with rain. We will clear up, and we should see sun for the weekend. But again, we're back to rain starting out the work week next week.
It looks like we'll have a pretty nice weekend.
Yeah, people should take advantage and get outside.
We'll have sports right after this.
Welcome back. Lisa, what do we expect for the weekend?
Well, it's going to be a nice weekend, but we are looking at rain in the forecast. Let's take a look. Today's high reached a 46 and the low reached 31. The average for this time of year is normally a 52 and the low 34, but in 1950 it was a -1. Glad I wasn't there back then. And in 1966 we saw 70, which is much warmer. Looking at the live radar, we can see we have a flash flood warning up in Mount Vernon towards Illinois, and it will not make its way this way, so we don't have to worry about that, but we do have rain in the tri-state. Looking at the future track, there's high pressure moving in above the Ohio, and low pressure is going to be moving in. When this low pressure moves in, that's where we're going to see colder air come through, and the temperatures are going to drop with the rain coming through as well through the tri-state. As our big temperature swing, in Thursdays, it reaches up in the high 60s, which is really nice, but then as that low pressure moves through, that's where we're going to see the temperatures drop into the 40s on Friday. We can expect heavy rain today in the forecast, as well as it's going to be warmer overnight before the temperatures drop, and there will also is a possible wintry mix, but there's not any accumulation expected, so we won't have to worry about any snow. And the neighborhood network, Mount Vernon is 47, and Evansville is 44, down in Madisonville is 55, so a lot warmer down there. At the future track, Thursday around 6, we're going to see clouds starting to roll in, and around 9 is when we're going to start to see the rain coming in, and around 12 the rain is going to be in the tri-state, and that's when we're going to see the heaviest downpour. And then after 12 into Friday, we're going to see the rain starting to move out, clouds moving out, and then it'll start to clear up for Friday around 8 at night. The 48-hour rainfall, Evansville gets a little over an inch, and we'll see the most in Huntingburg, where it's going to be a little over 2 inches. So not a lot here, but it'll help out the drought that we're having. Tonight, it's going to be 50s, showers and thunderstorms, winds from 10 to 20 miles per hour. And tomorrow night, we're going to see 62, rain. It's going to be sharply cooler, so bring out those jackets and the umbrellas, and the winds are still going to be 10 to 20 miles per hour. Looking at the 3-day forecast, we have Thursday, 100% chance of thunderstorms, and it's going to be 60. Friday, 70% chance, sharply cooler, 40. And then Saturday, we're going to see the nicer weekend come out. It's going to be 40, 50 on Sunday, and then we're going to see rain coming into the forecast for the beginning of next week.
Well, I'm glad that we're going to have a nice weekend. Everybody should be able to get out.
Get out and take advantage of that, because the rain will be coming back in.
All right, we'll be right back in Love Sports after this.
Edge, theedgeradio.org.
Welcome back. So, Mike, I heard there's going to be some rain coming up.
Yeah, just a little bit of rain, but then it should be clearing up over the weekend. So let's take a look at the forecast. Our almanac today is saying that 46 was the high and our low was 31. I'm just glad that we weren't in 1950 when it was -1. It's way too cold for me. But there's a little bit of rain going on here, but nothing real serious going on in Evansville. There is, however, some flooding up towards Mount Vernon and St. Louis, so if you're heading up that way, just be very careful driving through high water. The future track, we're going to experience a low front that's going to come up through the Ohio Valley, and then there's going to be a colder front actually following that. So it's going to get cold for a while, but it should warm back up. At midnight, it's going to be about 45, but then it's going to go all the way up to the higher 60s, which is really odd because it's usually getting colder at night, but you might want to break those fans out. And we're going to be experiencing some heavy rain, as I said before, and then it will actually get warmer overnight, so you may want to turn the AC back on because it's going to be warm for a couple of days. And a possible wintry mix, but nothing should be sticking because it's too warm for it to stick. It's in our neighborhood network, it's 45 in Newburgh and it's 49 in Owensboro. They're experiencing some a little bit nicer weather. And then for our future track here, it's going to be, there's a lot of rain that's going to be coming through, some heavy thunderstorms, so you may want to break out those umbrellas and just better to stay inside. But it's going to come through the entire Evansville region, and it's going to clear out probably late Friday night, but it'll be raining all throughout the lunch hour, so just bring your lunch, make it easier. Some 48-hour rainfall that we're following right now. It's going to be the highest in Huntingtonburg with a little over 2 inches, and then a little over an inch in Evansville, so that's helping out with our drought as well. For tonight, we're be looking at the 50s with some showers and thunderstorms and winds 10 to 20 miles an hour. And tomorrow, sharply colder, but it's 62 degrees with some more rain, and then another 10 to 20 mile per hour winds. For our 3-day forecast, we're looking at a 100% chance of rain on Thursday, and then Friday is 70% chance of, yeah, you guessed it, rain, just what we're looking for. But it's going to clear out over the weekend, and then we're going to take a look at our 7-day forecast. It's going to rain throughout towards the weekend, but then it's going to clear up over the weekend, but then we're looking at some more rain after that.
I'm glad it's going to be nice for the weekend, at least.
Yeah, me too. I think I'm going to go for a jog.
Great. Well, after this, we'll have sports.
Welcome back. So, Paul, is the weather going to be rainy all weekend, or is it going to have some sunshine for this good weekend?
Well, I think we're going to see some rain tomorrow and Friday, but we should have a pretty good weekend coming up. If we take a look at the almanac right now, you'll see we have 46 today with our average of 52, so we're right around that average. We got up to a low of, or down to a low of 31 this morning, so we're hitting around right at that average. If we take a look at live radar, you can see we have some showers in the area right now, nothing really to get too concerned about. We got a flash flood warning up here near Mount Vernon, Illinois, so with this rain coming, hopefully that won't move into our area. We'll take a look at the future track right now. As you can see, we got a low pressure system coming into the area by tomorrow, and that will bring some showers with it. So I'd be expecting rain tomorrow. And then come Friday, we're going to have a cold front moving into the area, so definitely going to need those jackets for Friday. The big temperature swing, tonight we're going to get down to about a 45 for our low, and we'll be up to 67 tomorrow, with it dramatically dropping at midnight down to about 38. Weather headlines for today, or for tomorrow, we're going to have heavy rains, and then it's going to be warming up overnight and then after that there's going to be a sharp cool down, maybe even a wintry mix that we'll see on Friday, so it might be some snow. Neighborhood network, right now in Evansville it's 45 with a high down in Madisonville at 55. Take a look at future track. Right now we have some showers in the area. Moving into tomorrow, it's going to be a little overcast in the morning, but as we move out throughout the day, we see this rain moving into the area later on tomorrow. This will be here all day tomorrow, clearing out by tomorrow night, that will bring our cold front into the area, and by Friday it should be very much colder than it is right now. Taking a look at the 48-hour rainfall to be expected here in Evansville, looks like we're going to get to about maybe 1 1/3 inches of rain. Huntingburg's going to get hit the most up here with about a 2 1/3. Tonight we can expect to be in the 50s with some showers and storms. Coming into tomorrow, we'll have a high of 62, rain and sharply cooler, with winds out of the northwest at 10 to 20 miles an hour. We take a look at the 3-day forecast. Tomorrow, definitely a 100% chance of rain with a high of 60. Friday, we're still going to see that rain and clearing up for the weekend. Looking at 7-day, the weekend's going to be clear, much warmer than it will be on Friday, and then at the beginning of next week, we have some chances of rain, but nothing to get too excited about. In the mid 40s to upper 50s, so it's looking like we're gonna have a pretty good weekend.
Well, that's good because it's a good weekend to plan activities outdoors and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We'll have sports right after this.
We experienced some flash flood warning, but it's not going to reach Evansville, so we're okay. Taking a look at the future track, you can see we have a low pressure system coming in through the Ohio Valley. By Thursday, it should be here, Thursday morning, and then mid to or late Friday night or Thursday night, early Friday morning, it's going to move out but be a lot colder. As you can see in the big temperature swing, midnight it's going to be about 54, and then it's going to grow up drastically, and by midnight on Thursday night, it's going to be gone and be colder. Weather headlines, it's heavy rain, so bring out the umbrellas. Warmer overnight, and a possible wintry mix. So it might be some snow. We might see some snow and stuff. Neighborhood network, as you can see in Evansville, we're 44. Down here in Sturgis, it's 53. As you can see for the future track, there's some rain, cloud coverage at 6 a.m. in the morning on Thursday, and then it's going to come through. And around 9 to 10, rain's going to start hitting Evansville and the local area. And it should be out, and most of it should hit us around noon on Thursday and should be out by early Friday morning, early Friday afternoon, late Friday. 48-hour rainfall. As you can see, Evansville is going to be getting about an inch and a half, just under an inch and a half. Huntingtonburg, though, is going to be getting the most with almost 2.5 inches. Tonight, it's going to be in the 50s with showers and storms, and the wind's going to be from 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow, it's going to be 62, but sharply colder and rain. So don't put away the jackets yet. Bring them out with the umbrellas. For the 3-day, you can see tomorrow there's a definite chance for rain. Friday, there's a 70% chance, but Saturday it's going to be nice and a little bit warmer. You still might need jackets for the 7-day. Sunday, it's going to be 50. And then Monday, we're back to rain, and rain looks like it's going to start off the whole next week for us.
Well, at least it'll be nice this weekend.
I know, right? I'm happy about that.
I am too. Next, we'll have sports.
Yo.
And welcome back. We have weather up next with Craig. So how's it gonna be looking this week?
Well, we're going to have some nice weekend weather, so that's the pleasantries.
That's really nice.
So here we'll take a look. Today we had some fairly average temperatures, really, nothing too out of the ordinary. High of 46, low of 31. The average being 52, low 34. Nowhere near our records, though, of 70 and -1. As you can see right now, we have some storms over Evansville. Nothing too drastic at all, though. A lot more rain over Louisville and some flash floods over here in Illinois. Taking a look at the future track, we're going to be getting a low front being pushed through by a higher front, which will bring colder weather and all this rain coming up tomorrow. Not into Friday, though. Friday is when we'll be getting this colder weather, possibly some wintry mix. Again, those temperatures will rise overnight up into the upper 60s, dropping down Friday, though. It'll be nice and cool. Some things to keep in mind are that heavy rain that we'll be pushing through as we go, as well as that warmer overnight weather tomorrow night. Something else to keep in mind is that wintry mix, though, for Friday. Be wary of that as we get into Friday morning. Current temperatures, 44 in Evansville, low up here in Jasper of 38, high down in Madisonville, 55 right now. Taking a closer look at those storms that are coming through. We've got tomorrow, Thursday, 6 a.m. It's not quite going to be here yet. It's going to start hitting Ulney. Evansville, though, will start getting these storms at about 9 a.m., carrying on through lunch, noon. But again, by Friday evening, this should all be blown past due to that front moving right on through with those cooler temperatures. Rainfall-wise, Huntingtonburg is going to be getting the most. Madisonville will get the least with 0.79 inches. Evansville right here will get 1.34 inches. Taking a look at tonight, there's going to be some showers and storms with temperatures in the 50s as well as some winds, 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow, though, sharply cooler with some rain, 62 degrees, northwestern winds, again at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Watch out for those. Might be a little pushy. Again, tomorrow it will be raining for the majority of the day. Friday, it's going to start cooling down. Looking at the 7-day forecast, though, we have a nice weekend ahead of us. Lower temperatures, you might need a sweatshirt. However, Monday, starting the week, we're going to have a nice high of 56. Getting into Tuesday and Wednesday, some cooler temperatures as well, and the possibility of some rain.
Well, it's nice that we're going to have a nice weekend, nice and sunny to get out. We won't all be in work.
Absolutely.
Like some of us. After this, we'll have sports.
.org.
All right, welcome back. So, Zach, how's the weekend weather going to be looking?
The weekend looks great. The rest of the week surrounding it, not so much. Let's go ahead and take a look at the almanac, and we'll get started. Temperatures this week, temperatures today are a little bit lower than the average. You can see here we've had a high of 46 today compared to the usual high of 52. The low was 31, just a little bit cooler than the average. Nothing to get too worried about. Now we're going to check out the live radar. As you can see, here in Evansville, pretty clear right now, a little bit of spotty showers in surrounding areas. Up near St. Louis, there is a flash flood warning, though. We're going to take a look at the future track. We've got a low pressure system coming in, which is going to be bad for temperatures, but good to push all this rain out of the area. It's going to bring in a lot colder temperatures, like I said, but they shouldn't last too long. And it is going to push the rain out, and that's going to help out a lot. We have a big temperature swing tonight, but it's just going to be for tomorrow. We're going to go from in the 40s today up to the 60s tomorrow, and that's going to make a huge difference for tomorrow's weather. You can expect heavy rain for the rest of this week. It's going to be warmer overnight, and there's a possible wintry mix that you can find later in the week. Now we're going to check out our neighborhood network. 44 right now in Evansville. A little bit down south in Madisonville, it's 55 degrees. So if you want to taste the warm weather, you guys can travel south. We're going to take a look at the future track. We've got the rain coming in from the northwest. It's going to come into Evansville by Thursday at 9. So the drive to work could be a little rainy, but we're not going to get a bulk of it until noon. So you might want to take your lunch, not want to drive anywhere during the week. It should clear out by Friday, and that'll lead us into the weekend where we should have a pretty dry weekend comparatively to the rest of the week. So far, the 48-hour rainfall, Evansville's gotten over an inch of rain, so we've got a substantial amount, but nothing compared to Huntingtonburg, who's really getting a bulk of it. They've got over 2 inches of rain. But what we can expect tonight in the 50s with showers and storms. This should lead into tomorrow where we also have showers and storms, but a high of 62. So if there's a break from the rain, you might have a chance to go take a walk or something, but it's not looking like there will be that break. We're going to take a look ahead, and our future 3-day forecast shows that Thursday is going to be warmer with showers, Friday as well, but that's going to lead into the weekend where you can see it's going to be dry, much cooler, but definitely gives you a chance to go on a drive or really anything that you want to do for a dry weekend. Just it
looks like it's going to be a nice weekend to get out and enjoy.
Absolutely, I agree.
All right, well, stay tuned. Sports is next.
.org.
Welcome back. Well, Sophie, what can you tell us about the weather this week?
Well, for the most part, it's going to be a pretty rainy week, but the weekend it's looking pretty clear.
Good.
So hopefully we can enjoy that. Let's take a look at the almanac.
Today we have a high of 46, a low of 31. Average for this day is a high of 52 and a low of 34. Far from the records, which were a high of 70 and a low of -1. We have flash flood warning over in the Mount Vernon, St. Louis area. A little rain here over Evansville, but not too much. I don't think we'll get any of that flash flood warning going on here. Let's take a look at the future track. You see a low pressure system coming in, bringing rain mostly over the Midwest area. That will go out, start to clear out around 3 o'clock Thursday evening, and followed by a high pressure system, which will bring the cold temperature over the Midwest area. Taking a look at the big temperature swing, you see we start here midnight, 45 degrees. Thursday jump up to the 60s. Friday goes all the way back down to 28. So make sure you guys are prepared for that cold weather that day. And as I showed you, as the low pressure system move in, we'll have heavy rain. And unusual, we'll have warmer overnight temperature as it hops up to 60, as I showed you before. And as that high pressure system move in, there's a chance of wintry mix, but I don't think it will stick because the ground temperatures will be too warm. Here in Evansville, 44 degrees. Madisonville, 55. Over in Owensboro, we have 49 degrees. Taking a look at our future track, we see Thursday morning at 6 o'clock, it'll be pretty cloudy. As the day go on, about 9 o'clock a.m., we'll bring the rain over some of the tri-state. A little later in the evening, 12 o'clock, the rain will go over most of the tri-state. And by Friday morning, it will start to clear out. And by Friday night, we'll have a pretty clear day. So hopefully you enjoy your day going into the weekend. All right, taking a look at the 48-hour rainfall. Here in Evansville, we have about 1 inch, 0.34. In Huntingburg, they have the most with 2.34 inches. Not too much in Madisonville, a little under 1 inch. Tonight we can expect weather in the 50s, showers and storms, winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow you can also expect the heavy winds of 10 to 20 miles per hour. It will be raining, sharply colder, 62 degrees. And now let's take a look at our 3-day forecast. Thursday, it's definitely going to rain. Friday, there's still a chance of rain, a little colder that day. Saturday, the rain will clear out, 45 degrees. Taking a look at our 7-day forecast. For the weekend, it's going to be slightly colder, but the rain will be on. Today, there's still a chance of rain, so I will have your umbrella in the car just to make sure.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be getting a lot of rain, but at least we have a break for the weekend.
Sure thing.
We'll have sports right after this.